Imagine walking into your home expecting comfort, familiar faces. Instead, you face terror. Tied up, blinded, betrayed by someone you thought was a neighbor. That's what happened in Carol City, Florida. Between 1974 and 1978, a string of murders would grip Miami-Dade County, leaving families shattered and a community in fear. This is the story of the Carol City murders, John Errol Ferguson's killing spree, the victims, the cover-ups, and the justice delayed for decades. John Errol Ferguson was born in 1948, one of 8 children. His early life was marked by hardship, the death of his father when he was 13, mental health struggles, brushes with the law. He was diagnosed with serious psychological issues as a teenager. By the early 1970s, Ferguson was already in the criminal system. Arrests, hospitalizations, trouble. But no one could foresee the horrors he'd unleash on a city he moved through every day. Between October 1974 and early 1978, several murders in Carol City and surrounding areas were attributed to Ferguson and his accomplices, Marvin Francois and Beaufort White. Some were earlier murders, others came into focus only in retrospect. The most infamous of these was the Carol City Massacre on July 27, 1977. Ferguson, Francois, White, and another accomplice, Adolphus Archie, drove to a Carol City home. Ferguson posed as an electric utility worker to gain entry. Inside lived 33-year-old Livingston Stalker, a Vietnam veteran and small-time marijuana dealer. Ferguson allowed his accomplices inside. While there, several friends of Stalker showed up. They were tied up, blindfolded, and for hours, trusted guests turned into prisoners. Then, coldly, execution style, shots rang out. Those in the living room were killed with shotguns to the back of the head. In the bedroom, Ferguson himself executed 2 victims. 2 people survived by turning their heads or escaping. After the massacre, the killers fled. In a motel room, they split about $800, cash and drugs taken from the house. The scene was chaos and horror. But most of all, it was deeply personal. Then came another chilling crime. In January of 1978, Ferguson shot and killed 17-year-olds Brian Glenfelt and Belinda Worley. The couple left a youth meeting. Ferguson, impersonating a police officer, approached them, robbed them, shot Glenfelt behind the wheel, and took Worley to nearby woods. She was raped, then murdered.
This afternoon for the 2 teenagers. Many of the mourners were students who had known Brian and Belinda. They arrived carrying long-stemmed roses, and small groups supported
Ferguson evaded arrest for months.
Up in their shared grief.
But in April 1978, after a tip, law enforcement tracked him to an apartment. During the arrest, they found a gun matching those used in the Hialeah murders. He confessed to killing Glenfelt and Worley. John Errol Ferguson, Marvin Francois, and Beaufort White stood trial for the Carol City murders. Francois and White were convicted and executed in the 1980s. Ferguson's case dragged on for decades amid appeals. The defense repeatedly argued that Ferguson was mentally ill, suffering from paranoid schizophrenia.
First-degree murder, guilty. So say we all down high farming.
Despite the pleas, Ferguson was convicted, then sentenced to death. He received additional death sentences for the Hialeah murders. The courts acknowledged his childhood trauma and mental health issues, but held him accountable for unspeakable crimes. On August 5, 2013, John Errol Ferguson was executed by lethal injection. He was 65. Lawyers had pleaded that he was too mentally ill to understand his punishment. These arguments failed at the highest levels. In his final moments, he said, "I just want everyone to know that I am the Prince of God and will rise again." But many questions still echo through Carol City. Were all the murders attributed to him? Did mental illness mitigate his responsibility? What of the survivors, forever scarred by nights of horror? John Errol Ferguson left behind a trail of blood, broken lives, unanswered trauma. The Carol City murders remain one of South Florida's darkest chapters. These stories are not just about the fallen. They're about communities living with fear, justice delayed, and the fragile boundary between sanity and horror. Let us remember the victims, the lives taken, the families devastated, the voices silenced. Let us demand justice, not just in verdicts, but in remembrance. If you find value in uncovering truth, share this video. Let their memories live beyond the courtroom. Subscribe to The Silent Evidence for more deep investigations into Florida's forgotten cases, and help bring visibility to those who deserve it most.